We have another game this weekend that has a rich tradition. This rivalry started back in 1932, but was named the Bayou Classic in 1974. We have none other than Southern University Jaguars versus the Grambling State University Tigers. Are you ready for this game? Yes, sir. It's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all goes down. But first, welcome back to Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. That's right, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Like these videos, comment on these videos, share these videos, and not to mention, guys, do me a huge favor. Hit that notification bell so you can get all these videos. And also, tap in a friend, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell them to come on in. We ain't got nothing but positive vibes over here. We're just having a good time talking about a little bit of HBCU football, professional sports, as well as current affairs that goes on and recruiting for high school students to play on the college ranks. So, guys, without further ado, we're just going to jump on off in this thing and have a good time and talk about it. Yes, guys, we have the Bayou Classic that's going on this weekend between Southern University and Grambling. And I mean, it has been a rough, and when I say rough, I mean a rough daggone spring season for Coach Fobbs, who he made some changes to his coaching staff, in which, he had a couple of coaches when he had stepped away from the program, say, hey, look, I think, you need to go ahead and do things the way you want to do it because we see that you're taking the program in a different direction. Not to mention, they had their starting quarterback, Jeremy Hickbottom. He decided, hey, I'm going to take my talents to the transfer portal and go ahead and break wide because I don't understand what the heck is going on over here. But the Tigers have been off for almost a month. So with games being canceled because of positive testing from other teams that they were supposed to play in the weeks prior, which has had them off for as long as they've been off. But I'm going to tell you this, guys, it looks like they're trying to find a way to get their first win of the spring. Right now, the Grambling Tigers have not won a game as of yet. They've been in a lot of games, but they've just come up short. And I know Coach Fobbs is trying to get that monkey off his back to get that first win. But what the Tigers would need to do in order to have a possibility of getting a win against Southern University is the following. The Tigers would need to look to stop the multiple running backs of the Jaguars, and that is including none other than quarterback Ladarius Skelton. You know Skelton, he loved to pull that ball down and take off in a heartbeat. And if you're one of those ones that think you're going to get in front of him and stop him, he's going to go ahead and lower that shoulder and drop that boom to help you understand, hey, look, this is his house. He drew the line in the sand, and if you decide you want to step over that line, he's going to give you a little punishment to help you understand, don't do it again. But if you haven't watched many of the Jaguar games, I'm going to tell you right now, Coach Odoms have dialed up a heavy dose of Skelton with that ball in his hand every time that they've got out there on the field and played someone. So I'm just going to tell you, he's going to give you a heavy dose of Skelton, and he's going to turn it back around. Once you start bringing more players into the box, he's going to go over top on your behind and let you know, hey, look, we don't just run the ball. We will throw this thing on you too. So make sure you understand exactly what you're getting yourselves into before you decide you want to go ahead and start sending the blitz off the edge or up the middle. But you know what? Another thing that they're going to have to take a look at as well is if by chance Ladarius Skelton gets injured or he gets out there and gets the fumbling the ball or whatever have you, guess what? They got Lampley they can bring in the game who is known for flying that ball all over the field. So if your DBs ain't on point, trust me, it's going to be a long day for you. And all I'm trying to get you to understand is this. Hey, you know what's going on. You've seen the film. So all you need to do is get out there, prepare, make sure you're prepared, and do the things necessary for you to get this W, guys. But I will say this. Grambling got to find a way to move the ball up and down the field and stay ahead of the chains. I mean, the Jaguars, they're going to come out there and put points on the board. Not to mention, they're going to eat that clock up with the running game because until you stop it, Coach Odom's going to keep giving it to you in major doses. So I'm just letting you know right now, you're going to be sitting there like, dang, Coach, throw the ball. Man, if you can't stop him from running that ball, he's not going to throw the ball just to make you happy. Now, he might throw the ball a couple of times to get, a few first downs here and there just to let you know that they will do it. Skelton runs the ball anywhere from 12 to 15 times a game, and he will throw it anywhere from 20 to 22 times a game. So that's basically going to be the game plan, which it has always been through the whole spring. Nothing's going to change. That's the one thing I like about Coach Odom. He's not going to change up much of what he's going to do. He believes that, hey, you got to stop me. If you don't want me to keep running these plays, stop it. Until you stop it, I'm going to keep crushing you with it. Ever since Coach Odom and the Southern Jaguars had that loss, they've been locked and loaded ever since that Arkansas Pine Bluff game. And when I tell you they're coming out there to try and bash your head in, they're coming out there to try to give it to you. So all I'm saying is this. I'm hoping that Grambling has all of the things fixed with their defense because, like I said, the last game that we saw them in, the DBs looked a little lethargic as well as far as them not understanding what they need to do out on the field. Or, like I said, I don't know, maybe, with everything that's been going on, or some of them have gotten a little, they kind of checked out, so to speak, and not really knowing if they, just want the spring to be over with. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, a lot of these players, they look at circumstances and say, hey, look, we out here busting our hump, we're losing. I just want this spring to hurt and be over with so we can go back, regroup, come back in the fall and do some better things than what we're doing right now. But I will say this, Grambling has Walker starting out there at quarterback. So we're going to see exactly what he's able to do because, like I said, the ball is in his hands now. So he's going to have to come out there and show and prove exactly what he can do for this program. He's shown some bright spots throughout the spring as far as throwing the ball and, guiding leading the offense up and down the field. Now it's just a matter of seeing exactly what they get, what are they capable of doing? Can they string enough plays together for them to put points on the board to get them ahead of Southern? Or will this be another long day for the Grambling Tigers? Because like I said, the last game that I saw them play, I watched a lot of the Grambling faithful up and decide they were going to walk out of the stadium before the game was over with. And that's one thing that you don't want to see because when you start seeing that, there's some bad things going on. But guys, I'm going to ask you this. Leave me a comment below and tell me which one of these teams do you think is going to win the game tomorrow? And also, leave your score. But until next time, guys, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. That's right, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Like these videos. Comment on these videos. Share these videos, guys. And not to mention, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below. Don't forget, tap a friend, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Tell them to come on in. We ain't got nothing but positive vibes over here. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU football, as well as professional sports, current affairs, and recruiting. Guys, all we trying to do is keep positive things going on for you and everyone else that wants to watch these videos and understand that, hey, we're in this thing for the long run. We're not about the shortcomings. We in it for the long run and just call it how we see it. So remember, guys, be the one and lead.